This video will explore the 3 types of cell referencing in Excel.
What is a cell?
In the Common Terms and Functions video you learned about cells. Here is a quick recap. This is cell A3. This is cell B2. This is cell C1. There are 3 types of cell referencing. The first type is relative cell referencing. An example of relative cell referencing is A1. The second type is mixed cell referencing. An example of mixed cell referencing is $A1 or $1. The dollar sign is in front of A or the 1. The dollar sign means lock. This is used to lock only the column or the row. The third type is absolute cell referencing. An example of absolute cell referencing is $1. The dollar sign is in front of A and the 1. The dollar sign means lock. This is used to lock both the column and the row. To get the dollar sign, hold on to the Shift key and press the number 4 key. When referencing cells, the dollar sign means lock.
Relative cell reference.
You can link one cell to another using relative cell referencing.
Link cell E2 with the cell A2.
Go to cell E2. Enter the equal sign. A2. Once Excel recognizes a cell name, it will automatically select that cell. In this example, cell A2 is selected. Press Enter. Excel will display the content found in cell A2. When referencing cells, you can enter the cell name manually or just select the cell and Excel will enter the name automatically. Go to cell E2 and link that cell with A2. Enter the equal sign. Select the cell A2. Excel will automatically add the name of that cell into the formula. As you can see, the formula will read equal sign A2. Press Enter. Excel will display the content found in cell A2. This is referencing. Linking one cell with another. If I change the content in cell A2, the linked cell, E2, will change as well.
Copy cell E2 and paste it in cell F3.
Going back to our example. In cell E2, I have relatively referenced the cell A2. The formula will read equals A2. I can copy the cell by right-clicking on the cell and choosing Copy. Go to cell F3. Right-click on the cell. Choose the Paste control. Excel will paste the relatively referenced formula. The content is different because the formula has changed. Look at the formula bar, or double-click on the cell F3 to view the formula. The formula reads equal sign B3. The formula has changed. This is relative cell referencing.
Why did the formula change from A2 to B3? Is it random? Is there a pattern?
The reference will change depending on the cell you paste it in. I copied the formula from cell E2 and pasted it in cell F3. The difference between these two cells is 1 row down, and 1 column to the right. The pattern is the same. The relatively referenced cell was A2. Using the same pattern, it will move 1 row down and 1 column right. This cell is B3. This is why the formula changed from equals A2 to equals B3.
Copy cell F3 and paste it in cell G5.
In F3, the formula is equals B3. If I paste it in cell G5, I am going 2 rows down. The relatively referenced cell will also move 2 rows down. It will move from B3 to B5. I am also moving 1 column to the right. From the column F to the column G. The relatively referenced cell will also move 1 column to the right. From the column B to the column C. The relatively referenced cell will be cell C5. Go to cell F3. Right-click. Choose Copy. Go to cell G5. Right-click. Choose the paste command. Excel will display a different content from the cell we copied because the formula now reads equals C5. The $sign means lock. In relative cell referencing, we do not use the $sign. This means we do not lock. The reference pattern will change.
Copy cell G5 and paste it in cell F8.
The formula in cell G5 is equals C5. If I move 3 rows down and 1 column to the left, the reference will also move 3 rows down and 1 column to the left. If I copy the cell G5 and paste it in cell F8, the content will change. The formula will read equals B8.
Autofill down the column.
Another great tool in Excel is the autofill button. This function will automatically fill in the formula. Select the cell E2. Once the cell is selected, you will notice that all of the corners are the same except for the bottom right corner. If you move the mouse on top of that corner, it will look like this. This is the autofill tool. You can use it to drag the formula down, or drag the formula to the side. It will automatically fill in the cells. In cell E2, we have the formula equals A2. Since this is a relative cell reference, nothing is locked. Select, and drag the autofill down. You can see that the contents are different. They are changing. In cell E2, the reference was A2. In the cell E3, the reference is A3. The pattern was 1 row down, so the reference has moved 1 row down.
Autofill the row.
Go to cell E2, we have the formula equals A2. Since this is a relative cell reference, nothing is locked. Select, and drag the autofill to the right. You can see that the contents are different. They are changing. In the cell E2 the reference was A2. In the cell F2 the reference is B2. The pattern is 1 column to the right, so the reference has moved 1 column to the right. Remember, relative cell reference does not lock a cell. The reference will change in the direction you move it. Follow FastLearn Canada now. The next video will explain mixed cell referencing. FastLearn.ca